position in American sports feels the pressure or the weight on their shoulders like a quarterback. Hopes and dreams of an entire fan base of teams ride on whether their signal caller can lead them to glory. And boy, what a matchup of two elite dudes we have in this one. Welcome everyone to Hard Rock Stadium, home of the Miami Hurricanes. As we see a squad from the Big 12, the Auburn Tigers, taking on a team from the ACC, the Miami Hurricanes. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. And the Tigers have been waiting, and finally the moment is coming and the opening of the season. And it'll come out to the 25, no attempt at a return. Looking for room, it's Peppers. Surges across the 30, out to the 32, a 6-yard run. Let's take a minute and talk about Miami. The only important expectations are the ones inside the program, but when you start the season on the outside of the rankings looking in, it can give you a little bit of an edge, can it?
Yeah, they want to prove to everybody they should have been ranked coming into this year. These players are angry. They feel like they're being disrespected, and they want to make a point to the entire college football world with a big win today.
Yeah, and you hear it all off season, and you see it every year. The teams come out of nowhere, and they feel like they've got a lot of potential, a lot of high-ranked players on the squad, and they're going to put it together, and that they'll get themselves into those rankings.
The Canes come to the line needing just inches for the first down. Can't make the connection on third down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's fourth down.
QB decided not to hand it off on that RPO. Defense, great job taking the throwaway, now setting up fourth.
The one thing that can derail this offense, a bunch of 3-and-outs. They won't do that here, but they might go 4-and-out if they don't convert. Trying to do it on the ground. He's in open space downfield. Finds his way up just short of the 40 to the 39-yard line before he goes out of bounds.
There are not a lot of head coaches that I think are willing on their opening drive to go for it on fourth down, especially in that kind of field position. But this head coach ain't scared, and he believes in his running back. He believes in his offensive line to go pick it up, and that's exactly what...
Oh, he wants it all. Intercepted, and the first drive ends with a pick. Taking it the other way. And the return man just kept finding alleys to run in, and he gets it to the 46-yard line.
This defense talked about it. We want to set the tone. We don't want to give up big plays. First drive, the offense tries to accomplish that. This is a big play offense. Defense does a great job staying at home, staying disciplined, and getting the INT, creating some early momentum in this football game.
Here's a quick throw out to the left. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
And offenses nowadays, they're really just counting numbers. How many guys do you have out wide? How many guys do I have out wide? If I have enough guys to block your guys, boom, it's just built into the offense. Pitch, catch, let me get a few yards.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Here's the handoff. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Dropping back, it's Knight. And the defense will corral the quarterback, and down he goes at midfield. They'll tell you that somebody's always going to pop open, but it didn't happen in time before they got the sack.
No, it did not. And you know what? I'm going to remember this. I'm going to remember zone defense. They didn't really have an answer. They weren't ready to get rid of the football. Quarterback hesitated. I got to him and got him on the ground. Might be a good call later on in the game.
Not going to get a chance to field that one, and the punt will bounce out of bounds. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. They turned it over with an interception on their first drive of the game. We're still looking for our initial points of the game. With the catch, it's Peppers. He'll go out of bounds at the 28-yard line, and deep in your own end, you need plays like that. Now on first down from the 28. Handoff to the lone back. They make the stop after a gain of 3 to the 31. Guys, let's look big picture, Miami. The portal can work wonders if you have specific holes to fill. Breathe a little new life and energy into the program. David, these guys went in there, got a nice little haul that really could set them up for success this season. He's loose on the left. Touchdown, Cade! He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch him.
Huge play. It's so nice to have guys that can create these explosive plays like this. You hand it to him, he can do the rest. Look at the speed. Look at the elusiveness. Get into the end zone. Nice run.
And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And he finishes the drive with a thrilling 69-yard run to the end zone. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Now here comes that Auburn offense onto the field again. They went 3 and out on their first possession. Now to see if they can be more productive this time around. Fires to the tight end. Out across the 30 mark, down at the 35 after the 10-yard gain. Offense set on first down.
That's just a very easy, comfortable throw for the quarterback. He knows he has his big target, tight end, running across the field on the drag. Nice play.
They'll run it out of the shotgun. Oh, he was in the backfield immediately. A 3-yard loss.
How frustrating is that? You're that running back. Where were you supposed to go? There was absolutely no lane for him on that play.
The Tigers trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Looking to throw, it's Knight. Unloads to the wideout. Got it in the middle, it's Little. Running wide open down the gut of the field. And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, Auburn!
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge. And also the anticipation, the time to be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone. That was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. Last drive went for 6. We'll see if they can do it again. takes this handoff and headed to the right. Oh, he's got some space. He'll work and weave his way all the way up to the 45 before going out of bounds.
This running back in the Miami backfield is deadly because of his speed. He's so elusive. You get the feeling like he could score any single time he has the ball. He gives the offense a lot of balance, but he gives them that home run ability too.
Extending the play. He'll throw it. And he drops it just a little too slippery in the hands.
And those are frustrating. Like, those drops really annoy you because those running backs are always asking to be more a part of the game plan. Get the ball more, touch it more. An awesome opportunity in the pass game to make a play, ball right in his hands, and that is a missed opportunity.
They could have used a little bit more there. Pick up a 3. It's 3rd and 7.
Ooh, and that was close for the offense. They try to go wide receiver screen. They're counting on that receiver beating that defender. Wasn't able to make him miss that time, but if I'm on offense, I'm going back to that play later.
Wilson to pass. Got a man. It's Davidson. Rolls inside the 30 and out of bounds at the 29, and now they're threatening. And the Canes are on the move. The offense changing the play. Wants to go up top on first down. Rolling right and going deep. And incomplete on the deep ball. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. After the incompletion, they go back up top. He caught it!
And I love the awareness by the wide receiver on that play because I'm not sure that route was supposed to be that deep. You got to wonder if the receiver decided maybe to adjust the route a little bit to make sure that he got the first down.
The Hurricanes have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. The snap sets up the throw. Looking to scramble. Just couldn't find a hole in this defense. They were ready for him and forced him out of bounds, and no gain on the play.
Yeah, I think that's nice discipline by this defense. Doing a good job playing inside out, using the sideline to their advantage, kind of stringing it out, not giving up yards. This is a really good job by the defense, playing fast and playing smartly.
They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line.
Well, he gets tackled down at the 1-yard line, so offensively, do you feel confident enough on 3rd here trying to hand it off again?
Yeah, and I'm taking both these downs, and I'm coming downhill. I'm running the football.
Trying to rumble in. Touchdown, Miami. All that baby in and then strolled into the end zone for the score. A methodical drive, and they finish off by tossing it to the tight end.
And the tight end, I'll tell you what, this is a position that's evolved so much, right? And you see him move all over the field. It's kind of like, where is Waldo? You got to find this big fella, especially down in the red zone area. This is the guy they're going to target and make the big play, get the touchdown.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. To the air. It's Knight. Not able to hook up there. Incomplete. Just enough time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. They'll go back to the air on second down. Quarterback strolling away from heat. Gun room at the 35. There to make the tackle, and that's how we'll wrap up this first period. We've reached the end of the quarter, and Miami is on top. And we've come to the end of one, and let's take a quick moment to catch up on the stats. They are lined up and ready to go and get things started here in the second. So first down here as they go back to work. He'll keep it himself. Hard running there. And he finds some solid space, makes a nice gain before the defense is able to stop him.
And you're seeing his dynamic ability to run the football that time on the option play. I know he doesn't pick up the first down, but that's still a good chunk of yardage, and the defense wasn't ready for it. Moving forward, expect the offense to go back to the option play again and see if someone will finally take the quarterback and force him to pitch it.
Under fire. And the defense picks up a sack, getting the quarterback down at the 44.
It is hard to get sacks on screens. I mean, the offensive linemen stay with you for a little bit. Defensive linemen squirt through. A lot of times they read the screen and backpedal. Not on this one. They got through, got to the quarterback, got him on the ground. Not good execution by the offense, but it still counts as a sack.
Shotgun snap, wants to throw it on third. And the incomplete pass on third down, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's about. They'll decline that penalty, obviously very happy with results of the play. Auburn sends out the punting unit. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. They'll get down and put a stop to this return. They'll mark it at the 32. Quarterback making checks. Wasting no time throwing on this drive. Just a short pass to the tight end. Finally forced out of bounds. Maybe a step shy of midfield. They'll mark it at the 49.
And that's why QBs love their tight ends so much, right? Especially when they're athletic, because they make short throws turn into long gains. Because of his ability after the catch, it's so unique and special. He is dominant in this offense.
That's the way to open a drive. Now they'll put it in play just shy of midfield. They'll go to the ground. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
That's a fan. Play by the linebacker. He has such tremendous instincts. As soon as he sees run, he's coming downhill. He's got great speed. He gets you on the ground. That's why he's one of the best linebackers in the entire country.
Power football with the run. A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop.
And, you know, when we talk about great third down defenses, it really starts with them getting stops on 1st and 2nd down. You've got to get those stops early in the drives to set up 3rd and long, so that's a missed opportunity on that 2nd down by this defense.
And the Hurricanes are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Wants to throw on 3rd down. Makes the grab. Turning it on. Now well within striking distance as that 3rd down play gets him a first at the 29. He might have expected to see this DB up in his receiver's kitchen. Instead, nice little zone, and they pick up the first.
Man, offenses are getting so good, Reese, at seeing the holes in the zone, knowing you're in zone, knowing where to sit down, how to make it an easy pitch and catch for the quarterback, and that's what it was on 3rd and short.
This offense has become a first down machine, and that is so demoralizing for the defense, especially for those star players that are playing tons of snaps. They're not subbing out as much. By the 4th quarter, they're going to be gassed.
Looking for a physical attack from the gun. He stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Wide receiver going in motion. To the air on 2nd down. Buying some time. It's complete to the right. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
This will be the 7th play of the drive, and they need to convert 3rd and 6. From the gun, wants to pass. Oh, that slithered right through his fingers and would have been his 2nd interception of the game. Instead, it's 4th down.
That's a big missed opportunity by the defense there, guys. If he's able to make that interception, all of a sudden, their offense is back on the field. But now, because he dropped it, it's still 4th down. And, of course, they're in field goal range.
It's good. He could have hit a string right in the middle of the uprights there. And now the lead is even bigger. So after the last drive ended with a field goal, the kickoff team out there to send it away. Here he comes from midway in the end zone. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Back to throw, it's Knight. Using his feet to buy time. Got his man downfield. Across the 35, out of bounds at the 36, and a really good pickup as they're starting to move.
I love when QBs break the pocket and still look to attack. Because as soon as you break the pocket, I'm thinking, oh, man, he's going to take off and run, and I might come up. But those big plays can be made down the field. Nice job by the quarterback keeping his eyes down the field.
And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. Auburn to the line in a hurry.
Defense came into this one knowing they were going to see some tempo. They've got to get the call from the sidelines, get it communicated, get lined up.
There he goes. And they're getting it rolling with that play to the 42-yard line.
You know, in the SEC, you're going to have to run the football if you're going to win games. And you can go on and on talking about great Auburn running backs back in the day. But right here, right now, if this team's going to win an SEC championship, they need to force-feed this guy the football and let him go to work.
Here comes Auburn to the line on 1st and 10. The give to the tailback. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And that seemed a little off from the start, didn't it?
That was a big-time play, and it was off from the start because of the play he made.
And I don't think it would have mattered who was playing running back. There was absolutely nowhere to go.
The Tigers with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Finds his man. It's Little. And he'll be brought down.
And that was a nice throw by the QB. When you see that drag route coming across the field, how about putting the ball right on his numbers? Not high, not low, where he has to stop his momentum. Right on the numbers where he can catch it, keep running, and chew up some yards after the catch.
And the Tigers are at the line trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. On 3rd and short, the run and looking for the first down. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
I'll tell you what, when those little guys make those physical plays like that, it kind of jacks everybody up in the huddle because it's usually the guy breaking ankles, but he's like breaking tackles. Now he's giving you some serious energy.
The Tigers back to the line on first down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. Back to throw, it's Knight. Under pressure, and down he goes at the 33.
What a great job by this defense setting the tone early. In the first half, they've been hitting the quarterback early and often. Make him feel uncomfortable. Make him feel that pressure. Keep getting him on the ground. That's why they've built a lead.
Really need to find a productive play this time on 2nd and long. Forced out of the pocket. On the move, he fires. He's got an open man. The chunk plays that they love, and he takes it all the way down to the 10.
One of the things that makes this quarterback so dangerous is how accurate he can be when he's on the run. And he's a guy that's looking to throw. He's not looking to take off himself. Showed you that accuracy on that.
Touchdown, Tigers. Made the grab and took it on in for the score.
That's exactly what this offense needed to do. You talk about answering at the right time, right before the half, close this gap, create some momentum, go into the half, put something together, try to come out with your hair on fire and win this second half.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. They'll start this drive going to the air. Right on the money. He's down to the 38-yard line, and they can stop the clock. The offense quickly calls timeout to stop the clock.
This slot receiver is a guy the defense has to be careful of. He runs good routes. He's got some speed, and if you're not careful, this guy can gash you.
It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Might be changing the route. Motion from the wideout. Wants to throw on 1st down. He fires one deep down the right side. Fires into traffic, intercepted. He'll try to take it back. He finally goes out of bounds after the explosive play, but now the question is, did the official see something to bring it back? Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Looking downfield on 1st down. Buys a little time with his feet. Throws to the wideout. Complete in the middle. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. Just enough time to get off one final play of the half. Looking to throw on 1st down. Deep shot for the end zone. The pass falls incomplete, and that's how we'll finish this half. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update. And the Canes will kick it away first, and we'll start the second half. He's going to take a chance from midway in his end zone. He stopped at the 23, a couple yards short of where he would have been with a touchback. And Auburn is ready to go back to work on offense. They got a lot done through the air in the first half, and they might need even more production here in the second.
I think they will, Reese, and I think this is an offense that has proven they're playing with good timing right now. They've got some matchups where they're winning one-on-one, and they're just going to have to keep going back to the well, David, and relying on hitting some explosive plays to win this game.
Yeah, and I think we look at numbers naturally, and they're losing. So that's the most important thing on the scoreboard, but they have had success. And so what do? You keep playing pitch and catch. You got to score, but you got to talk to your defense. I need some stops. I need the football back quickly so we can do some more damage.
Quarterback, quick pass to the receiver. Spins away from the defense. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37.
And these touch passes, it's so hard because there's always action off of it, right? If I fake this pass and I can run it up the gut or I can throw it and they just spread me out and make me defend so many things, and you could tell they got on the edge quickly, got the big first down.
They can rely on this guy to pick up solid yardage when they need it, and he's out to the 43.
You just sense the frustration starting to build, not only on offense, but I think with this running back as well. He is so talented. He's had some massive games throughout his career. Just haven't been able to get him going early in this game. That was a pretty good run there. Let's see if he can turn it on here in the second half.
Out of the gun, the running back has it. Past the 45. On the move at the 30. Touchdown, Auburn. And that one will put him up here in the second half. There's a reason they call this dude a big playmaker. Moments just like that one.
Big-time playmaker. Can make plays all over the field from all different spots. That's why you got to find ways to give him touches as much as possible because he'll make it happen.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Washington has opened up the playbook, and they are scoring in bunches right now. This offense has been electric. They're up by 28 over Penn State. We've got our eye on this one and everything else going on throughout the day, guys.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. Quarterback making adjustments. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. He'll try to do it himself. Across the 35, out of bounds at the 36, and a really good pickup as they're starting to move.
And this is the frustration in playing man-to-man coverage. All the guys on your defense are chasing their guys. They don't have vision on the quarterback, but he is such a good athlete. He notices it, he takes off, he chews up yards, and makes a big play.
Now from the 36-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made. The Canes can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Right back to the well. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
That's a backbreaker if you're the offensive coordinator, because on first down, you ran the ball, had a really nice gain. Short yardage situation, you just get completely blown up, and now you're having to probably dial up a throw on third down. You need more consistency from the guys up front.
And the Canes come to the line on third down, trying to keep this drive alive. They'll try to move the chains on the ground. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down.
Awesome job. Run the football, right? It's really basic. Go to those plays you know can get you first downs, get you some extra set downs, then you can go make big plays.
They'll switch it up here and look to throw. Finds his tight end. He'll go out of bounds at the 35-yard line. Big pickup there, and this offense is feeling it. Really good job working through his progression. You get it to him quickly, and the big tight end has a chance to run a little.
And a really good job by the QB throwing an accurate throw. I got to hit those guys on the move, on the run, so they can do this. They can catch the football, get upfield, and chew up some extra yards.
He had to fight for a couple down to the 33. Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. Making side adjustments here. 2nd down, he'll throw it. And it's incomplete, but there's a flag in the backfield. Let's see who the call's on. Amazing how many times an offensive holding penalty will stall a drive. We'll see if the offense can overcome it. The Hurricanes now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Wide receiver comes in motion. Going to sling it on 2nd down. Here's the pressure. He was able to squirt free and pick up just a few on that one.
Well, you're making a positive out of a negative. And that time, quarterback, nice job buying time. He's trying to throw the football downfield. Nothing there. So instead of throwing it away and getting the incomplete, just get what you can get and make this next down more manageable.
7th play of the drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. He's looking downfield to throw. He rifles one deep down the middle. Fires into traffic, picked off. Finally brought down, but what a play, not only to get the football, but to flip the field position with the return.
And this guy's showing off his hands again, understanding where the football's going. He breaks on the football so quick. And guess what? He makes plays when he breaks on it. That's 2 interceptions here through 3/4 of a football game.
Off the play fake on 1st down. Fires on the move. Got him downfield. He's loose down the left side. Touchdown, Tigers. Once he got some room, it was over.
And how about him? Nice job catching the football and then turn it into a playmaker. Turn it into a small wide receiver. The tight end shows off the ability to run after the catch, make a big play, and get the big touchdown.
28, Miami, 17.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. They come out now down by 2 possessions, 28-17, and hoping to use this drive to draw closer. Caught in the backfield, it's Peppers. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
And that's kind of a lot of today's running game, right? Spit the ball out quick, get it to your playmakers in space, get positive yards. It's instead of running the ball a couple yards up the middle, now you just spit it out wide, and a lot of times if you break a few tackles, it could be even bigger.
Looking for space, it's Peppers. Defense in the right spot. They stop him after a gain of 2 to the 28. And this offense just can't afford not to get the first down here. Already trailing big, and the clock is not their friend. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. The sweet feet buy a little time. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and 4th down's coming.
And the defense at this point understands that the offense is going to have to try to throw the football, all right? They already got a lead, so they're now pinning their ears back and getting after this guy, trying to get him to the ground.
Books it all the way in, and now turns his attention upfield. He couldn't find much room there. Didn't get a lot of blocking, and he'll step out of bounds. They'll put it in play from the 36 for the first play of the drive. Handoff from the shotgun. Breaks into the open. They stop him just a link or two short of the first, and man, what they can do on second down here.
Well, we're not quite in the fourth quarter yet. We're almost there, but you're seeing the attitude shift now for this offense. They've got the lead, so they've got to be able to run the football. You're going to see a lot more of that, I think, as this game keeps going on. They're trying to wear this defense down when the game is almost over. And there's really no secret to it, David. When this guy's running well, this offense is so hard to stop.
It opens up everything, and he's having a great day, showing you a little bit of everything, and this offense has got it rolling on the ground.
The offense lines up at the 40. They've got a first down. Motion from the wide receiver. He'll do it himself. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
If you like old school running games, this has been the game for you and a couple of guys who start through the first 3 periods. Not only is the scoreboard on their side, but so too is time as we open the fourth. It'll be second down as we open the final stanza. To the air, it's Knight. Quarterback moving out of the pocket. And not much going on downfield. He'll just get rid of it and live to play another down.
I'll tell you, when this guy's in a rhythm, he never misses. And you've seen that in this game. Very, very accurate up to this point. That time, though, a little bit out of rhythm, and I think that's why he missed that throw.
Now facing a third and long. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. A strike downfield. They've got it inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 28. It's first down. Boy, the defense really needed to get off the field there, and they just couldn't do it, and it's a fresh set of downs.
Man, that hurts. When you're trailing late in the ball game, you need those stops, and you get them to third down. You get them to those critical points. Now they get the first down. You don't have many left. You better get aggressive.
This Auburn offense doing work. They're set up with another first down. Running back searching for a hole. Shakes off the defender. He's just outside the 20-yard line. Stopped at the 21 after a pickup of 6.
They've got a lead here in the fourth quarter, and there's certainly still plenty of football to go, but this is where you'd love to control the flow of the game, right? You want to dictate everything to the defense, and you do that by running the football. That was a really nice run. This offensive line is firing off late. Looks like they're getting stronger as the game goes on, and that is a good sign for the offense.
This time the defense was ready, and they stop him in his tracks.
Well, with the defense trailing, they're trying to dictate to the offense now. Really nice blitz call that time, blowing the run play up for a huge loss. You're probably going to see that again. They're trying to find a way to create a takeaway, create negative plays, and get the ball back.
They'll go to the air on 3rd and short. The screen, he can go. Oh, he's got some space. And that is a nifty bit of navigation to get through that traffic and get the first down.
And they found the big fella again, and they found him early and often today. They featured him here in the fourth quarter. Still time left in this football game. I imagine he's going to still continue to get the football thrown his way.
It's a reverse. Outstanding work by this defense, reading their keys, staying at home, and knocking him down for a loss.
Everybody loves those trick plays, man, those misdirections, but the problem is when you stay home and you play the play really disciplined and sound like this defense does, you knock it dead, and a lot of times for a loss, and put the offense in a bind.
After losing yardage, it's 2nd and 12. They'll run it. They want to take their time here. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. They'll leave it with him. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks.
Yeah, that's a really good job by the defense, because when you get in that 3rd and medium area, listen, you got to be worried about the run and the pass. Did a good job playing both, got it stopped, now forcing a 4th down. So now on comes the field goal unit.
And the holder will spot it on the 14 for a 24-yard attempt. Splits the uprights right down the middle. And that lead grows even bigger. They were able to get a field goal on the board, and now they'll kick it away.
Number 12 sets to kick off.
That ball scoots through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. Didn't get anything done, 3 and out on their last series. They'll try to find a rhythm here. Throws for the tight end. And the defense making a play, getting a hand on that pass.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
2nd down, they'll go to the air. Showing the arm strength down the left side. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense.
You know, it's difficult for QB sometimes when you're throwing to your running backs because they're not receivers. You really got to be perfect with the ball placement. You got to make that a catchable throw. A little bit too tough for the RB on that one.
3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Working that left side now. Still on his feet at the 45. Ripped off a huge chunk play on that one as he gets the 1st down before he steps out of bounds.
And even though they're trailing here in the 4th quarter, they've got a quarterback that can bring them back. But they need him now to play his A-plus level of football. We saw a nice completion on that last 3rd down. Let's see if he can keep it going.
They'll move the wide receiver. To the air on 1st down. Fires to the wideout. And his throw is incomplete.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on 1st down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
Now he's going to break the pocket. He's going to run it. He's brought down, but not before he turned that into a positive play and picked up a few on the run.
It's just so nice to have a QB under center. Nowadays in football, you can trust these guys. You put so much on their plate, and you tell them, go get positive yards when it's there. And a lot of these guys are such great athletes that do it with ease.
That's it fly. Picked off to stop the threat. Got room on the return. Return takes it inside the 30, down to the 28 as the defense has them setting up shop from there.
The number one objective for a defense is to make the offense one-dimensional. Well, when they're trailing by this much, late in the game, they're one-dimensional. They have to pass the football. We can bring more speed on the field. You see it. We know you're throwing the football. Nice break on the football. Nice interception. This one's almost over.
Well, they've got the lead. The defense just did their part, getting a takeaway. So now if you're on offense, you want to run the ball and take as much time as possible between snaps. Stay in bounds and let this clock tick away.
The officials stopped the clock for the 2-minute timeout, and the offense is that much closer to victory. They'll be perfectly content to go right back to the ground here on 2nd and 8. The give and tick, 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 tick. Able to work it to the 39-yard line, and that'll be a first down.
No mystery on that play. With the lead, we are going to run the ball. You know it's coming, and we are running right at you, right into the teeth of the defense, and they're still able to get a nice gain.
Wide receiver going in motion. Reads it, fires complete. Turning it on. Couldn't ask for much more there. A first down, and they're down to the 42.
You got to love how they just continue to do what they do. It's the 4th quarter. You got a lead. There's no reason to get conservative. We're a passing offense. Great job on 1st down. Better job on 2nd down. This offense continuing to stay in a rhythm.
The RPO, it's complete. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few. Timeout called there by the defense. Desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. So now it's 2nd and long. They'll try the right side. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. Defense trying to come up with a stop on 3rd and short from the 37. Quarterback flips it ahead quickly to the receiver. Just couldn't find any room, and he wound up throwing it in reverse. They lost yardage.
How about that? You don't see those, touch passes go for negative yards very often. Usually this is a short flip that counts as a completion that goes a long way, but the defense aggressive. Saw it, pulled the trigger, came outside, made sure he didn't get outside and get to that edge. Nice job by the defense.
Auburn's going to have to send out the punt team. They booted away. And the return man is stopped, and that'll leave it up to the offense on the next drive. So they start this drive from inside their own 20 at the 19-yard line. They'll start this drive going to the air. Unloads to the wideout. Just a Baryshnikov-like move on the sideline to tap that toe and get the first down. Big play to start this drive. Now they'll snap it from the 39. Wants to adjust the pattern. Looking to throw on 1st down. Under fire. And the defense, they've got him at the 27.
I'd be worried right now if I were this head coach. I've already had my starting quarterback knocked out of the game. I'm watching my backup quarterback now get ragdolled around as well. What can we do to protect him and give ourselves a chance to win this game?
And the Hurricanes have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Looking to fire. A deep throw as the clock winds down.
Yeah, I think you know the situation as a defender, and you know you're up by a score, and you know exactly what's